All right, a little late, but we're live. Close out the week strong. Here's that 4360 level I mentioned on ES. Next level would be 4363, and then you're safe to go to 4370. Like I said, pretty much anywhere from 45 to 71 is a lot of resistance. You have pivots on every single time frame. A couple of the names I mentioned yesterday in the analysis doing very well. Mostly the oil plays. MUR, MRO, up 5.6, 4%. Couple of names I mentioned earlier this week doing pretty good. Car up another 5.5. We're still watching Uber. Uber had a pretty good day, 5% on Uber as well. Uber actually held up pretty nicely too from that sell-off as well. Same thing with Car. Car basically didn't sell off at all. Penn Gaming and DraftKings also having really good days. Kind of bouncing from a nasty sell-off though. Come on, Alan. Bees are young. Very beautiful daily candle. If we can close like this is looking really good. Goes back to what I've been saying a few times on stream. When you have days like this, it's extremely hard for it not to be a bottom. Like if you look back in like the history of ES, the history of NASDAQ, when you have these like piercing, engulfing bottoms, they are very often the bottom of the correction. So if this closes like this, we should be seeing continuation next week. Now, obviously, we're quickly reclaiming the monthly VWAP that we lost on ES. Same thing on NASDAQ. Actually, NASDAQ not there yet. Very close. Q's, same thing. Very close. SPY reclaiming its level. This bottom looks much better than this bottom. This bottom didn't look bad either. You had kind of a 3-candle reversal where you had that buy up on the wick, and then you had the doji, then you had the engulfing candle. But you were quickly sold off. So that's one thing we have to watch for next week. We want to make sure that this doesn't get sold off on the VWAP or on the OTS trail. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on like anywhere from 44.30 to 44.50. Going to be a lot of resistance kind of in this area here. But if we can kind of break this little downtrend, this should be the local bottom for sure. Funny enough, the 4-hour pivot, the one that I marked out right here, this is still the bottom, pretty much to the tick, if you ignore the wick, right? So we had the bottom right here on the candle here. We swept the low a little bit with the wick, but this became a swing low failure where we swung below the level, but now we're closing back above it. So this is extremely bullish. So this little level around 4,300 still looks like it's the local low. Yeah, Sarish, really good day. What's going on, investments? Yeah, let's hope we don't get the end of day sell off. That's actually exactly what I said in Discord. Is I hope we don't have a power hour sell off like we've been having the past few days. Back above the 200 EMA on the 30-minute on ES, not on SPY. If we look at the pre-market, we can really see how strong of a bottom this really is, because we sold off really hard on pre-market. We went all the way down to 42.60, which would have been 426 on SPY, right? We're already up 100 points from the bottom. That's a 10-point move on SPY. That is a very strong bottom. if we take into account pre-market, which started right around here, we sold off 52 points, and then we bounced 100. So we've had 150 points of movement today. That's quite crazy. And if we zoom out, we've already finished the 80% trade on this day here. We've already finished the same day one as well. And we are getting ready to finish these 2 days here. If we can go to 43.72. And that would have reclaimed 3 days worth of value in 1 day. That's very strong. So we don't really have to keep going up here. If it just goes sideways and kind of hangs out around 43.40 to 43.60, and we just find some value up here, this is actually very bullish because we lost the value, now we're reclaiming it, right? So very, very nice day. The 30-minute pivots are coming back too. The 30-minute blue pivots, the ones that we use for our strategy, I've been ignoring them the past few days because it's been so weak. The sell pressure has been so strong. But look at this pivot. This pivot came in and called the bottom of the day pretty much. We had the massive move up 83 points from that pivot. So the pivots are back to life. The buyers are getting stronger again. Look at how easily we broke this pivot. This did call the top. So this pivot came in here, called the top, nuked, but then we quickly broke that pivot. We kind of ran into it, consolidated a little bit, and then launch padded off of it. So the pivots are back to being in control of the buyers. Both the blue pivots and the orange pivots seem like the buyers are in control. Yeah, Bitcoin as well, man. Bitcoin had a hell of a day. Bitcoin's up 9%, Ethereum's up 10%. Very, very strong day. Exceptional day.
Asia.
What's that?
You long?
Yeah, I'm long forex my account. My average is 39.6.
Nice.
And then I bought all that Ethereum for sappy seals that I'm getting rugged on, but Ethereum's going up. The next level on Bitcoin is 50,200. We should get that pretty soon. The next level on Ethereum is basically the high day right now. Break that, we should get 35.50. The top pivot, which one are we looking at? Young, let's see. This daily is ridiculously nice. You mean this pivot here, the 64? We've got a lot of pivots right here. 58, 64, 72. Another one here at 75. Do I own any Sol? I only own Sol for my fees. I'm running a farm on Ray and Atlas. I have a little bit of Sol, but not a lot. Yeah, I saw Sol was pumping. Somebody mentioned it in Discord.
Yeah, it's up big.
Yo, I think I don't know why these winter bears things keep popping up on Twitter feed. Fucking winter bears are like fucking sappy seals.
Ray looks good too. Ray is almost identical to Sol. Ray is like a massive cup and handle. Big ass cup. Here's the handle. Could send us all the way to 20. If we hold above these $12 pivots, you see there's 2 pivots right here. Hold above the $12 pivots and we should be able to get 16 to 20 pretty easily. The Bitcoin, or sorry, the OTG bot is giving a long signal now on Bitcoin. So I would start looking for all the long signals on on the perps. See, we're giving a buy signal here. And this would be very hard to turn this buy signal off. It would have to nuke pretty hard. So in about 5 hours, that will close. Ethereum, not yet. But Bitcoin is giving a buy signal. So once that closes, you want to go through and look at the altcoins and keep an eye on their buy signals. Like look at this, look at the buy signal on Axie. If you would have taken that, it came in at 68. You're already up 40%. So make sure you're watching those buy signals on the bot. A lot of the altcoins are still in sell signals. Like look at Sol. Sol's giving a buy signal now. The last buy signal it gave you, 600%. So make sure to watch these.
ES is tearing. We're about to have a 2% day.
Yeah, a lot of things are still in sell signals. So just make sure you watch for those buy signals to flip. It's the end of September, Doodle. September is historically this like second worst month of the year. Sometimes it is the worst.
Cue that Green Day song.
Yeah, exactly. September and February are the worst months of the year.
Sometimes you just need to get rugged a little bit, you know what I mean? And then come back up. Bro, my cousin has an iPad with the pencil. I so need this for charts, bro.
Yeah, right. The stylus. There you go.
Oh,
Johnny, you still trading off a phone?
yeah.
God bless.
And my MacBook. I mean, not MacBook. I barely even use my MacBook, but my MacBook, actual desktop. I just like walking around with my phone and charting.
The pivot at 43.19. I gotcha.
JMA, look at SPY. It's fucking tearing.
I'm driving right now. We still going straight up?
Yeah.
Straight up. We're about to get a 2% day.
2%?
Yeah. That's how straight up we are.
IWM broke 2%.
fuck.
Dow Jones is about to break 2.
We back, baby. This is March. March of last year.
4 hour on Tesla. The 4 hours look really good. The 4 hour on ES is exceptional.
How's Roku doing, Deja?
311. It's trying to bounce, but you're still red on the day. Down about 0.5%.
So, it's still underneath that pivot?
Yeah, the pivot's at 317. It's at 311. It looks like it's about to tear, though. It looks like it's about to have like a 10% day soon. It's still in the wedge. Like, I think once this wedge breaks, it's just going to go straight up.
What about Chewy and Dash?
Dash, I think, was green. Where did it go? No, Dash is down about 0.5%. Chewy, let me see. Chewy is down, but it's putting in a nice hammer. It's got like a really big bull div, too. Oh, yeah, this could be the bulldog on Chewy. This could be putting in a double bottom for sure. It looks identical to like Roku. It's putting in like a massive wedge. Wedge with a bull div. Yeah, Young, I think I sent it to you on Twitter. Did I not? Let me check. If not, I'll send it to you. I've been trying to remember to send the video to people. I need to make it so like when you guys sign up for the OTS, it automatically sends you that video. I'm gonna do that after stream. Let me check. Oh no, I didn't send it to you because you're one of the trial guys. I got you. Yeah, let me get the link for you. Act as
Sticky, you there?
Yo.
Hey, what were you saying yesterday to Jelly about if you hold one of those spirals You get to mint for free, or you mint something.
Yeah, so the same artist is gonna do, I guess, like a few more projects, and spiral holders get to mint them for free. And then there's supposed to be like other use cases for it, but that's what I know right now.
There's no date on when those other projects are coming out.
No, there's not.
Let me know if you guys if I get feedback through my mic.
You just have a little bit. It's not too bad. Did you get that, Young? I sent it in the chat. That's the newest video on like how to use the OTS, and I go over some like tips and tricks on how to make it look better on your chart and whatnot. That video will help you out. I think it's like an hour long or something like that. It's a little long, but it's all you need to know. It tells you all the tricks I use. You get a little feedback.
All right.
Alright guys, 1 second. I'm about to make a tweet real quick.
Sticky, I got to level 18.
When were you playing?
A little bit ago before I left for work.
Nice. I don't even want to look at the queue right now.
There wasn't a queue when I signed on earlier.
Do they have like a lot of servers, or are they basically all like full?
I would say like 60% of the servers are all full.
And that's with them. They just added an additional 20 of them.
Has Amazon reacted to their launch? Not really. It will react when they make an announcement like this is how much money we made on New World launch, you know what I mean?
It's been the top game on Twitch for a while now, like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. It's called New World. It's called New World, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, New World Doodle. Made by Amazon. It's basically World of Warcraft, but it's a different game, like same style.
Dude, I had to farm hemp plants for like 2 hours just to get my gathering up so I could do one of the like main quest line, like the story quest.
So that game's gonna bring back the thing where you pay somebody to farm shit for you.
That or you buy a bot once someone makes them, a gathering bot.
I'll tell Wayne we're changing our plans.
There's already gold sellers. Like on the fucking day of launch, there was gold sellers.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh, no shit.
Hmm.
Oh, I gotta hit them up, dude.
It's pretty expensive. It's like you get 1,000 for $7.
That's cheaper than when Burning Crusade came out for WoW, dude. It was like 1,000 gold, and Burning Crusade was like a couple $100.
Getting a little.
But it's like
Go ahead.
it's like tier 3 items is like you're basically paying $7 per.
Getting a little short-term pullback on this 15-minute pivot. 15-minute pivot at 64 is almost the top to the tick. Doesn't look like it's going to be a massive rejection, but maybe pull back to the 21, pull back to the pivot. Kind of a nasty 30-minute close. So the only 30-minute close since the launch pad that we took on the pivot. Only 30-minute close that's closed kind of weak. You can see that 30-minute pivot is the same exact level, I think, as the 15. Yeah, same level. So we're topping out
Did
here.
you take some ES contracts today?
No,
Deja?
today I was just sitting on the sidelines. I think I'm going to start trading ES again next week. Because my strategy is mainly focused on just buying the blue pivots. And the blue pivots have not been doing very well because I could have been taking them the short way in hindsight. Instead of buying the bounce off the blue pivots, I should have been buying the breakdown, like when it loses it. And I would have made a killing this week. But right now my strategy is mainly just buying the pivots bullishly.
What do you think of DYDX?
I've seen that fucking thing on Twitter all the time, but I haven't looked at it on my chart yet. See.
Bitcoin 15-minute breaking out. Bull flagging.
I think I had a really clean giraffe. Nice little pivot there too.
Is it time to sign back in FTX, Sticky?
I've been signed in, bro.
It looks like a decent bottom on DYDX at 22.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 15-minute right now. See if it reclaims this pivot.
It has a massive 1 hour bull div at 22.
Look at the 15-minute.
Oh yeah, that's a huge bull div. Yeah. Yeah, I like the 22 bottom to be honest. If not, 4 hour pivot at 21 would be a nice pickup. 4 hour is like very, very close to nuking. If you look at the Momo, it's like sitting right on the fucking
Yeah, I see that.
the trend line. That basically tells you it has to bounce here or it's gonna fucking die.
Yeah, it's basically the only one that's red that I would touch.
So what is that's a decentralized exchange, right?
It's somewhat decentralized. Like the creators still collect all the fucking fees in the sense that
Gotcha.
it's not, but you can trade off your ETH wallet. You just need a VPN because they still don't allow Americans.
Yeah, Young, it's funny. People always think that my pivots are based on volume profile levels because they line up a lot. It has nothing to do with volume profile. It's just a coincidence. But yeah, I did notice that a couple of the pivots line up perfectly with the value area low and the POC recently. End of day dump time? I hope not. But even if it dumps at this point, it's still up 1.5%.
I think you'll get a pullback on crypto this week, and that's probably the time to get back in.
So if you guys watched my stream yesterday, we were talking a lot about like when you have a bottom but the trend line's not really reacting and it's kind of showing you that it's a trap and you want to wait for that pullback to see if the trend is going to start flipping. Today was literally a perfect example of what we covered yesterday. So if you haven't already, go back and watch yesterday's stream. If you're not watching live, if you're watching the VOD, Go back and watch yesterday's stream. Watch when I go over, like using the trend line and waiting for the little bounce off the trend line where the trend line starts to push higher. So it's not a trap, like kind of waiting for confirmation. This is what a good example of that would be. We have like an accumulation. The trend line is kind of flat. You don't really have a reaction. And then the Momo starts to push very quickly, the short term. So then the price action starts to push really quickly. But we don't know yet if this is a trap or not until the trend line starts to follow. And then the trend line starts to follow. Then we get the pullback. And now we know, okay, if that short-term momentum starts to come back, we are safe to take this because the trend is following us. Like now we're trading with the trend. So then the pivot came in. So that kind of tells you the bottom is in. And then the trend line is just shooting all the way up. So you know that you're trading on the side of the trend now. So you could have taken this pivot. I didn't trade today. But you could have taken this pivot with pretty high confidence. And then you had a nice little move all the way up. No, I closed all my shipping plays for an average of like 30 to 35% across the board gain. That's on shares too. If they had better options, we would have taken options, but their options were dog shit. Pull back to the 442 gap. Oh, you mean the high gap? Yeah, I would like to see that gap get filled.
October going to be up only?
Usually pretty
I'm
bullish.
betting on it.
Yeah. You just gotta watch out for the last week of October. It's like the only time that it's pretty bad. Or not the last week, it's the second to last week. October 19th? Yeah, 19th. It's the worst day of the year. Of the entire year.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Black Friday was one of those days.
October 19th. And then October 22nd is historically very bad.
Or is it like Black Tuesday? It's one of those two.
October 22nd is my friend's birthday, and we always call him a black cat because every time he comes out to Vegas with us, he loses.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's a Friday too. October 22nd is a Friday. October 19th is a Tuesday. And our Tuesdays recently been pretty bad.
He fucking rugs us at the craps table every time, dude.
Is it only when he comes out? You guys typically do go without him?
Not only, but like when he comes out, some guy just rear-ended another guy. When he comes out, it's worse, dude.
Yeah. Disgusting 30-minute close.
A fucking car accident happens.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, that really did just happen. Yep. See? Fucking black cat, dude.
Yeah, look at the 15-minute on the ES as a BART.
Remember how I used to tell you the old house that I just left was they would use the road as a fucking racetrack, even though it's 25 miles an hour. You'd always hear the cars flying by. Well, yesterday, my neighbor was pulling out of his driveway, and this guy was just flooring it down that road, and he fucking slammed into him and totaled both their cars. And he broke some kid's leg, too. Fucking young kid was in the car. Broke his leg.
Rug.
Be a nice lawsuit.
Predictions for SPY. I think if we closed like this, as I said in the beginning of the stream, when you have a daily reversal like this on the indexes, it is very hard not to bottom. These reversal candles are normally always the local bottom. You can see every time it does something like this, you put in a local bottom. So I would,
450 by end of year.
yeah, I'd say you have a very good bet to go higher next week. And we just put in a new monthly VWAP, so it'd be very easy to pull up and just retest that around 443. They did say they're probably going to start tapering in November. But like I said in Discord, that's actually pretty decent because November is historically the best month of the year. So it might counteract the bad taper news.
Sticky, I gave in and I ended up buying a skin for my character.
No.
It's the badass one, dude. It's like fucking all like steel and stuff. It looks sick.
I might get one if they have like a really cool like fucking ninja costume or some shit. Samurai type thing.
That Surreals is already at 15,000 followers. Excuse me. And it hasn't even launched yet.
What's Surreals?
The one that I keep posting with like the guys that have like the cactus or like mushrooms on their head. I'll put it in our group chat.
Is it a profile pic one?
It is, but they're pretty fucking sick. I think if you can get in on the mints, I think it will do well. But
there's another one that's pretty hyped up. That Jungle Fever, I think it's called, or Jungle Boys, or some shit like that.
Jungle Freaks.
Jungle Freaks.
I haven't seen that.
Crypto 88, Triple A's. He's about to do collab with Cool Cats.
Oh, they're doing a pre-sale mint in just under an hour. I think they're doing it right now.
Yeah, I tried to get whitelisted. I just didn't want to do all the fucking weird shit they wanted people to do.
Oh, is there a lot of shit?
There was like riddles and then like I don't know. There's like puzzles and shit you had to do.
God damn it!
Fuck that. You gotta beg someone to take your money. They go fuck themselves.
So, what is a pre-sale mint? Is this not just like a regular mint?
No, it's the same. It's the same mint. They're just letting people that they whitelisted mint early before everyone else.
Does that sound like a scam?
No, some people do it.
It helps with the gas war. It's so that on drop day the gas isn't like stupid fucking high. It's still gonna be high, but not like, you know, crazy high.
It's good for marketing too.
Yeah.
MJ's somewhat climbing a little bit.
Let me take a look.
Johnny Hut's ripping, bro.
Yeah, bro. Hut's fucking got buried like 2 days ago and then just fucking came back to life.
Look at the double bottom on Hut.
Where do you even see the pre-sale? I don't even see it on here.
And it's like bull flagging.
I don't know. I left their Discord the other day because I was just gonna buy it secondary.
Yeah, I don't even see it. I don't even see it on here. It might be closed or something. So the pre-sale mint, is it typically the same price as the regular mint?
Should be.
Okay. Yeah, I'm leaving the Discord. It's talk shit. Yeah, Doodle, right? Are they on OpenSea yet? Let me see. No, I don't see them on here. Scam. If they're like 0.1 or some shit to mint, I'll probably mint a few of them.
I might be minting these fucking, what is it called? These non-fungible bees. That's so fucking stupid.
Is it a PFP?
Yeah, it's a PFP, but it's on Solana.
Don't you have a rule you don't fucking do PFPs?
I don't touch PFPs, but I've also lost a lot of money not touching PFPs.
Yeah. Somebody said rogue sharks. Rogue sharks are sick. Have you seen those?
I have not.
Probably dog shit. Never heard of it, Beezer. Oh, they're on Solana? Oh, yeah, we only touch shit on OpenSea.
Hey, these bees are on Solana, bro.
See, right there. You shouldn't touch it.
Netflix is breaking up.
Has anything on like the Solana or what's the other one? The other one's what was the other one? Fuck.
My biggest flip on Solana was actually a profile picture.
What was the one? What was the one JMA was doing that wasn't Solana? It was
Tezos.
Tezos, yeah. Have any of those things gone like as parabolic as the ones on OpenSea?
I have a set by one guy that I bought for like, I bought 4 pieces around 50 Tezos each, and now the floor is at like 300, 400.
Oh, well. Beezer said galactic geckos popped off for like 13. You're up 13x on them. I think I've seen those on Twitter. Dude, at this point, I just want to make 50% profit on my fucking Sappy Seal. I don't want to get rugged on my first NFT.
I'll show you my long-term bag.
TNA is just a 3x of IWM, Senla. So you don't want to do analysis on TNA. You want to do analysis on IWM. It's a derivative. And IWM looks pretty decent, but it's just stuck in a massive range that it's been in for almost a whole year. If IWM can consistently stay above 229, then you should be getting a massive impulse up. But until then, you're just selling the highs, buying the lows. The range is pretty strong. Is this like your profile, what you just linked me?
Yeah. It's the wallet I'm not touching. I send like stuff that I think will appreciate long term.
Some of those are pretty sick. They're like fucking animated too. That's pretty dope. That wave one's pretty sick.
Mm-hmm. I wish he didn't do such a high mint on those because they're actually really good.
Like the price was high?
No, like there's like 100 of the same thing.
Oh, I gotcha. It's not like very unique.
No, no.
Oh, I just saw your gifted subs. I appreciate that. I don't have my fucking alerts on stream anymore for Twitch because my Twitch has kind of died.
Yeah, I saw like 10 people, so I did 10.
Nice. Appreciate it. 5 of them are probably bots.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't have any of that stuff set up on YouTube just yet. I need to fucking get on that. Yeah, some of these are nice. Are these the ones you're like holding the bag on?
Yeah, I'm holding the bag on those, and I try to do it just out of like OCD, where if I find 4 really nice pieces from a specific artist, I'll collect like a 4-piece set and then send it to this wallet.
The singularities are really nice. Did people think those were going to be like Fidenzas?
Uh, I don't think so. I think this reindeer guy is just, I think he's just slept on.
What were those things going for?
I paid 50 ETH
Oof. The
or
whole
50
for
50
all of them or
TES
each?
each,
Oh, Tez. Okay.
and then I think to get the whole set, I think you're gonna need close to like at a minimum like 1,200 Tezos.
What's Tezos right now?
$7, $6.
Oh, that's not too bad. Getting a little gravestone top here on ES. Nothing to worry about. Here comes all the support levels, 45, 38, and then 25. Here's that pivot we talked about, 43 on the 5-minute. What time is it? We got about 10 minutes left. How's the weekly closing? Oh, the weekly recovered the 21 EMA. Remember we talked about that, I think it was yesterday or the day before. We had to recover back above 43.30 to hold the 21 on the weekly because we've only lost it one time, and that was October of last year. But we recovered it, so it looks good. As long as we don't nuke 20 points here on the last 10 minutes. Actually, a really good level on the weekly. Yeah, look at the weekly buy the dip signals. The last 2 buy the dip signals we had were back here in that same exact time, the October time. And then we bounced 40% from those signals. So let's see how this buy the dip does. You can see typically when it gives you these like little double tap, the double tap buy the dip, it's usually very bullish. VIX is not below 20 yet, but it's almost there. It's 21. If it gets below 20, you're getting pretty bullish. Dixie's also coming down a little bit. The yields are coming down, which helps growth as well. These oil companies I mentioned yesterday, they're booming. Keep an eye on these. They're breaking the range highs. Murphy oil and Marathon oil. Roku almost green on the day. That's fucked up. Putting that steak under his tweet. Is that a steak that you've eaten, or you
Yeah.
just find it online?
It's Fogo.
Oh, that's Fogo. That's nice. "5 days. He's a fucking maniac.
I might be posting one every single day.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go to that burrito place and post that fucking big ass burrito.
Yeah, just send him food every fucking day. $5 is a long fucking time. He's insane.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. The longest I've gone is probably like somewhere from like 16 to 20 hours or something. That's back when I was shoveling snow and we didn't really have fucking time to go get food.
Yeah, I don't know if I
5 days, dude. That's wild. With how much I eat, I'd probably lose fucking 20 pounds in 5 days.
I've been doing these like 14 to 16-hour fasts every day, and I'm struggling on those.
Yeah, I've been getting bad because I used to do really good where I eat from like, because I have lunch around 12, and then I'd have dinner around 6 or 7. So my window was like 6 to 7 hours, and I wouldn't eat outside of that. But now that I'm living with my girlfriend, we'll like be watching Terrace House or something. We're fucking snacking on shit late night.
Yeah.
I'm like eating popsicles or eating yogurt or something. So
That's what gets me too.
my late night snacking has gotten worse.
If you look at ES, we tested June 14's high, and what's this? And June 28th lows.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier. The little top. ES recovered that entire candle already.
Swag.
Bitcoin views. Bitcoin's doing well, man. It's up almost 10% on the day. Still climbing. Ethereum up 10%. Bitcoin's still following my plan. I gave you guys in the weekly the weekly watch list and the newsletter. If you guys watch those, it's doing really well. Following those same exact levels. I have not changed the levels. I think that the next level for Bitcoin is 50,200. That's the very obvious level. Once we get above that, very safely could get to 53,000. 52.7 to be exact, but I think you get 50,000 here pretty easily. We've been long since 39.6. We almost bottom ticked it.
Apple's pushing hard here.
Been paying funding out the fucking ass probably the entire time, but fine. Roku about to go green on the day. looking pretty safe to run next week. Just has to get above that pivot. I don't like it hanging out below that pivot. It's a little scary. I'm pretty busy this weekend, guys, but I'm going to probably write another newsletter if I can find something to write about. Maybe it'll be another Bitcoin update or something. But the weekly watches will come out on Sunday no matter what. Yeah, DraftKings and Penn Gaming. We're doing really well today. It's football season, man. Football season's back. Same thing they did last year. They nuked, and then football season came back, and they pumped.
Yeah, dude, I freaking bought some lottos like a week too early with football season. I thought Penn was gonna have this 10% or 8% jump like last week.
How's your fantasy team doing?
All right, I think. I'm doing decent.
Dude,
I think this league, I'm doing the best in this league out of the ones.
My team just keeps getting injured, dude. Every fucking week, we had a new injury.
Yeah, that's how I am in one league. I've got 4 or 5 injured players. I only have one bench player that's like eligible.
Yeah, I have 4 injured players right now, and I've already replaced a few of these players. Ridiculous.
Yeah, this NFL season is not how I thought it was going to be. The Chiefs are fucking 1-2.
Yeah.
And we play Philly, so hopefully we win this one. Jeez.
Yeah, Tesla is the only one that's not green out of all the big companies. Oh, there you go. It's green. Tesla gonna close green. It actually looks pretty good. Two and a half. What did I say last week, or it might have been this week? I said Microsoft has been doing the best at showing us like, or I guess predicting ES. Like if Microsoft has a really good day, ES has a good day because it's the #1 holding of SPY. So typically, like months and months ago, Apple was doing the best. Whenever Apple was having really good days, ES would be following Apple like spot on. And then they broke away from Apple, and it seems like it's been following Microsoft the closest. A lot of people forget about Microsoft, man. Microsoft is the #1 holding of SPY, so you always want to be watching what Microsoft is doing. Strong close on Apple. I like that wick there. Netflix, good close, but you have a pivot coming in. That's not too good. Facebook, decent close, but you'd like to close above like 345. Myrna was getting wrecked because of the news on the MRK news, where they had the drug come out that combats COVID. But look at where Myrna dropped down to. If you guys traded the pivot, it almost called the bottom to the penny. So as long as you hold that pivot, I think you're safe to go higher. The weekly is tapping the 21 too. Look at that. 21 EMA tap, and then the daily is tapping the pivot. Yeah, I see that on my other monitor. ES is getting beat up a little bit into the close. That's okay. Very, very good day. Moderna nuked because of the news from the other company, the MRK news. They have like a pill that you take, and I haven't figured out yet if it's preemptive or it's after you have COVID. But they said based on studies, it reduces the hospitalization by 50%. It's made by the same people who make ivermectin, which are people are like, oh, look at here, You guys were talking all this shit about ivermectin for months, and now the maker of ivermectin makes another drug that combats COVID, and you guys are all for it.
I was for ivermectin.
Well, I mean, it's either that or people are purposely talking shit about ivermectin. The company itself was purposely leading these headlines to talk shit about ivermectin because they want people to spend money on their new IP, their new patent.
Dude, my former pastor's wife posted a photo and was like, I just gave the pastor some ivermectin. He's feeling great. I was like, holy fuck, I cannot believe you actually gave your husband horse medicine. He's like 65 or 70 maybe.
The link doodle is people see it as if this drug becomes popular, the vaccines will become less popular. It's competitiveness. It's a competitor. A new competitor is entering the vaccine space. But it's not a vaccine. So it's seen differently, you know what I mean? Not only Moderna nuked, the other vaccine companies nuked it as well. Andrew, he was joking. But all right, guys, it's Friday. I don't like letting my streams go over on Friday. You guys enjoy your weekend. I'm going to have the summary of markets coming out on Sunday, as always. I'll probably write another newsletter on Sunday as well. It will probably just be a follow-up on the last Bitcoin newsletter that we did because I don't really have any other topics to write about currently. So make sure you guys watch my YouTube on Sunday and my Twitter on Sunday or your emails because if you're signed up for the newsletter already, let me grab the link for you guys. You will get that in your email. Where is that link? Let me see. Here you go. Here is the newsletter. If you guys want to sign up, it's 100% free. As I've said before, we posted you can look at all the issues on the link. There's 3 different issues there. If you go back and look at the Bitcoin one, that's the one I'm going to be doing an update on. So we'll do an update on that this weekend, and then I'll have the weekly watch list coming out on Sunday as well. So I'll see you guys on Monday. Make sure you guys watch out for those drops on Sunday. Peace out, guys. Have a good weekend.